My name is Dedina, and this is my story of California religious diversity.
And we all want something. Life can be so simple when we just want one thing. Yeah, we all want something.
I think the best place to start the story is a background on myself. I was originally born in Tucson, Arizona. My mom was teaching there, and my dad had a job for a nonprofit. And my dad had grown up in San Diego surfing his whole life. And by the time I was 4 years old, my dad could not handle being away from the beach. So my mom and my dad packed up and moved me and my little brother, who was 2 at the time, to Imperial Beach, California, which is just north of the U.S.-Mexico border. Now, I was raised Jewish, and when we lived in Arizona, we really actively practiced Judaism. But when we moved to the coast, that kind of fell to the wayside. Basically all the times that before in Arizona we would go to the synagogue or be practicing our religion, kind of just started getting taken up by my dad, my brother, and I just surfing all the time. And the older I got, we still practiced, holidays, celebrated Shabbat every Friday, kind of kept kosher, celebrate Passover, Rosh Hashanah, whatnot. But we would still, surfing would take priority. Just in terms of the relationship between surfing and personal faith, I would honestly make the claim that surfing is my personal faith. And this is something, like a lot of people around the world surf, and practice a religion at the same time. I don't know if necessarily people think about surfing as being their personal faith, but I mean, for me, surfing has done so much. It taught me respect for something greater. In the ocean, you really can't lie to yourself. You just kind of have to accept sometimes that you're not in control. But in accepting that, you're a lot better off. Experiences that are so traumatic for some because they don't like that kind of relinquishment of control are so comfortable for me because I know it's kind of irrelevant. And I've been in those situations before, and I know I'm going to be fine. It's taught me respect for the planet. I'm more conscientious about, my impact to the planet, because, the ocean is my source of fun and enjoyment and entertainment in life, and, it's something that needs to be protected and preserved. And then just in terms of, I guess, humanitarian or just like a philanthropic, like, other side of surfing, I'm a beach lifeguard now, and I have the skills and knowledge I do of the ocean because of surfing, and I actively go out and try and help people enjoy the ocean and make sure they do so successful. And I really love sharing the ocean with people and making sure that they can enjoy it safely, and that's what I guess surfing led me to lifeguarding. And I really believe in general surfing has made me a better person. So I guess ultimately what I'm trying to say is 2 things. One, surfing has in my life become my religion. I think a lot of the things that a lot of people get out of practicing their religions, I get out of surfing, and I get the added advantage of doing something that I just absolutely love to do. Being in such a cool place. And honestly, I don't know if I would have that same perspective outside of California. I grew up really close to the border in, your classic Southern California beach town. And I don't know if another environment would cause me to look at, just have the ideas about surfing and religion together that I necessarily would if I lived somewhere else. People surf all around the world. But just, I guess, kind of like the people in California and like the ideas already around, just kind of make me okay with the fact that my religious belief is, I guess, very different than most other people's, and I'm okay with that. So that is my California religious diversity story.